Are you a business owner who feels like you can't trust what your financial statements are telling you about your business? Or maybe you're stressed out about taxes and you're not sure why you owe what you owe. If this sounds familiar or I'm hitting close to home, then this video is for you. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I got a special bonus just for you. Yes, just for you. So here at Bernard Bookkeeping Tax, we do a 7-day financial clarity snapshot. The reason behind that is because no map is any good if you don't know where you currently are. It's like those big mall maps where you kind of have this giant map of the mall. But if you don't have that "You Are Here" button, then it's kind of pointless and not that useful. And so we think when we kind of work with clients to kind of build out a financial operating system, a system that's going to make your finances be beneficial to you and not a burden, then we work on kind of understanding where you are today with this snapshot. And so 7 days is roughly how long it takes. Sometimes it can take less, but usually it doesn't take any more than 7 days. And what we do in that 7 days is we identify three main things. We look at your books, we look at your cash, we look at your taxes. So with your books, we look at your chart of accounts. We look at, what's your kind of business spend versus personal spend. We want to make sure those two things are separate. So things like that to kind of make sure, how clean are your books and how much can we trust what your financials are telling us today. And with cash is super important in a business. And so we want to understand, what's your current cash on hand like? What kind of cash levels do you need to run your business and keep your business running? And also too, like what's your cash reserve like? Are you someone who's very, risk averse and want to keep more cash there? Well, if so, what's that number and how can we work to kind of get that number in place for you? Or maybe you're very, you can take a lot of risk and you want to redeploy that cash somewhere else. Well, that number in the cash reserve is going to be smaller for you. So again, we can identify what that number is and work with you to kind of get that number at the right spot for your cash reserve, and then you can figure out how to deploy your cash elsewhere in the business as you see fit. And lastly, taxes, everyone's favorite topic. Yes, hooray. So are you current on your taxes? Have you been making your estimated tax payments? That's kind of what we'll cover off on first with the snapshot. And then if you're on our performance accounting package, we also talk about strategic tax planning. So, what's your kind of strategy like for saving tax on the road? Are you going to make any kind of, pass-through entity tax elections? I know, very exciting stuff. Are you going to make any kind of large purchases right at the end of the year to kind of try and limit as much tax as we can legally, of course. So that's what we do with our taxes in the 7-day financial clarity snapshot. And so if you stuck around this far in the video, the bonus for you is that I do this 7-day financial clarity snapshot completely free, no strings attached. So in order to get this snapshot, all you have to do is go to my website at bernardbookkeepingandtax.com/financial-clarity-snapshot, or you can just go down the link down below in the video notes and just click on that link. On that page, you'll find a form where you can apply to get the 7-day financial clarity snapshot. And the reason that's apply is that because we only take a limited number of people that we do this for on a week-by-week basis. So it's like 5 people per week, and we don't serve all types of business. So, if you are a business that is heavy on inventory, then that's not something that I serve right now. But so basically that's what the application is for. And if you fill that out and you're a fit for us to do that 7-day financial clarity snapshot, we will do that completely free, no strings attached. And so you can look for a message from us once you fill that form out, and we can get your own assessment of, what are your books like? What's your cash like? What's your taxes like? And what we do in that situation, or what we do with that snapshot, is we basically then produce, hey, this is what we would recommend in order to kind of get your business to the next level and get those financials to be a benefit and not a burden. So that's our goal with that. So if that sounds interesting, go ahead and check it out and let me know what you think. And if you found this video helpful at all, go ahead and hit like and subscribe and do all the YouTube-y things that you got to do to get notified. Cool. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.